Hi, everyone. My name's Lisa Long with lisalong.com and Enlightened Life Academy. Today's subject is about thoughts and thought forms and confusion. Because as you're waking up, it can get very, very confused. It's like, oh my God, what's real? I don't understand this. And that's because you're moving through layers and levels of reality. You're literally moving your mind through layers and levels of reality. It's not like you're just thinking these things. You're moving your mind through them, working to get yourself to a place of understanding. And it looks like the light keeps changing. It's okay. And so, yeah, it's not easy. Waking up is not easy. Becoming conscious is not easy. It's been thousands of years of suppression. You've been suppressed for thousands of years, whether you went, I'm certainly you weren't in the body you're in now, but you were in other bodies, and your ancestors were in bodies. And we had to go through so many things to wake up. So honor yourself, trust yourself, believe in yourself. And if you're all confused and feel heavy and you just can't take it anymore, just turn it off. Just turn it off and go eat an ice cream, walk outside, ground into the earth. That really helps you, helps your body. So what I want to teach you today is about thoughts and thought forms. Now, you are your own universe. We each are our own universe. And you don't let, nothing can invade your universe unless you let it. So if you focus on something and you believe it, then you're literally letting it into your universe. Now, you can also have holes in your aura, and then things can go in and hit you, and you'll get this hit. I got this hit. That's because you probably have a hole in your aura, and those take time to heal. And a lot of us had them. I had tons. When I got together with my late partner, Michael, he said I looked like a machine gun had hit me because I was abused as a child. So my aura had tons of holes in it, and I had to heal those and get the crap out, because there was a lot of stuff that had been implanted in me from other people's thought forms that just went into my aura and got me. But I had to somehow agree to have those holes in my aura. I had to somehow agree to those things coming in and saying, you're not good enough. See, if I hadn't have agreed with them, they couldn't have come in. But since I had low self-worth and low value in myself, then I would hear something negative, and I just agreed to it, especially as a little kid, because I was kind of beat down. And so the idea is, as you wake up, you keep clearing that stuff and clearing that stuff and clearing that stuff and clearing that stuff. And yeah, it's keep going. You got to keep yourself clear. That's our whole thing this lifetime, is to wake up and hold the light on this planet. Now, that doesn't mean don't look at the bad stuff, but it does mean don't look at the bad stuff if you're still injured and you still have holes in your aura. So you gotta kind of walk a line. You gotta go, okay, this doesn't feel good for me. I'm not going to look at this. And once you're clear, you can look at the stuff and go, this stuff sucks, and I want to expose it to the light and bring truth to the world. So it's a fine line. When you regain your power, you can walk that line easier, and it doesn't get you. It doesn't hook you. It doesn't throw you down into desperation. It doesn't drop your level. You're just like, okay, this sucks. What's the solution? This sucks. What's the solution? So let me get back to thoughts and thought forms. So your thoughts are not yours. We're swimming in a sea of a soup of thought forms. And they've been here for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, right? Humans, how long have humans been here? Who knows? And we're popping out thoughts. And how many thoughts do you have a day? Thousands and thousands and thousands, and they pop out. And so if you think, oh, that's stupid, or they're not good enough, or I'm not good enough, or or they're idiots or whatever. You're popping out these thought forms. And these thought forms have no energy unless they get agreement. So they float around looking for agreement. And so then if you are feeling depressed and down and you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, well, then you're attracting those little thought forms, and those little thought forms come by and they stick on you. And then it becomes, I call it a little boogie, and you'll see my clearing. I have the release on here and a lot more. And they become a little bigger boogie. And then you have to clear those off. And it doesn't matter how big they are, because you're bigger than they are. That's the key, if you understand that. Your source energy incarnated, so you can become bigger than the planet. You can become bigger than the universe. You just go. And you feel that? I just became very large. And so this little thing that's bugging me, even if it thinks it's like a demon, or it thinks it's like this really bad thing, or it thinks it's like, I'm going to get you, it's like, it's itty bitty. It's like smaller than a fly. And I just go, whoop, into the light, little boogie, into the light. That's why I call them little boogies, because they are what you identify them as. That's the secret. If you identify them as, oh my God, it's this really bad thing and it's going to get me, then it is this really bad thing that's going to try to get you. But if you identify them as, oh, you're just a little boogie, into the light, into the light, into the light, and you just do that all day long, do that for 3 months, all day long. Every time you hear a negative thought, all day long, into the light. Don't argue with it. Don't give it any energy, because that empowers it. Just keep going into the light, into the light, into the light, and ignore it, and it loses its energy, and then it goes home to God. And when it goes home to God, it becomes back to the oneness of source energy. So it literally heals it. It literally helps it and heals it. But if it stays there in that dense form trying to find food, because it doesn't have the source energy empowering it, because source doesn't empower negative thoughts, then it's desperate and it looks around and tries to find somebody to stick on. And if that's you, then you'll just feel heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. But if you just clear it and go into the light, little boogie, into the light, into light, into light, into light. I mean, even going through Costco or going through Kmart or Walmart, which I never go to those two stores anymore. I go to Costco. The energy's heavy in those stores, not Costco, but the other two. But it used to be hard for me to even go through Costco, because it's just like all these thought forms are left through these stores from people. So you got to really protect your energy as you're getting clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer, and just let everything that's not of the light go into the light. Just release, 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 and protect your energy. Not in the way of, oh, I have to have a shield of protection, because then you're acting like you're scared of something. But when you realize who you are, you have a shield of light. And if anything attracts to it, it just goes into the light. So it kind of gets busted and goes into the light. And then wherever you are, the light is. Wherever I am, the light is. And then that helps everybody on the planet, because you're leaving a light trail and you're uplifting everywhere you go. So that's my quick little tips for today. And yeah, stay positive, keep going, keep moving forward. It's getting easier and easier. And if you feel little energies, like I have really good classes that I teach this stuff in, if you want to check out Enlightened Life Academy. And like if you feel any pain in your body and you go, oh, that's bad, you just made it bad. If you feel any pain or energy moving in your body and you go, oh, good, energy moving, I'm getting clearer, then that's the outcome. You choose the outcome. You're in charge. Okay, God bless you. Take care. Namaste.